Welcome, everyone, to the Week 9 recap.
Woo! Making our way through the season.
And wow, yeah, we're over halfway through now.
And for some of us, it's slogging our way through the season.
Yeah, well, some of us thought we wouldn't even be here. So making it to Week 9 feels pretty good. And it looks like everyone's doing what they should be doing COVID-wise, and we might just make it to the playoffs. So
fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Speaking of which, I have not seen anything on any COVID games for this week, so no worries there, but we'll keep an eye out. It looks like we've got a couple of, I'll say dirty wins. I won while managing to have no points and being the worst manager possible.
To be fair, you beat Boomer, who got the below expectation. His players played the worst. So, if you were going to beat somebody who had a decent lineup set up, it would have been him. So that was more of I think, luck of the draw on your part.
Yeah, thankfully for me. And then, meanwhile, we've got Rocco putting up over half of my points with 3 players. And, Rocco, you have just been Venmo'd your second week in a row of Guinness money. So I hope that's treating you well. Get another 24-pack going.
There you go. Rocco putting up 235 points with one quarterback. Functionally, because he was using Cam Newton's backup who didn't play.
The quarterback situation in this league
it's atrocious.
Absolutely atrocious. And we have all of these trades going through. We just had another trade go through now. Tim getting Antonio Gibson. And Mr. Mojo Rison getting Kenyon Drake and Deebo Samuel. Yeah. I'm not sure which side of that trade I like better. Gibson's great, but on a shitty team. Drake was doing all right, but is now injured and he's on a 1-year deal. And Deebo Samuel is fantastic when he's on the field, but he's always injured.
Yeah.
So, it's DyNasty. We'll see how it all plays out, right?
Exactly. I mean, we've got lots of moves going around. I got Dak Prescott over the weekend.
That's right. So trading away some of your QB depth for maybe future better QB depth?
I mean, this season's basically a wash for me. Unless I win every week until the end of the season, I'm not going to the playoffs. I'm trying to stay out of the Nick Cage. That's my goal.
You should pray for that $30 every week. But yeah, no, that's a good point, and that's one of the things I love about this Dynasty League is the look towards the future. And I think it's amazing that all of these trades have been going through, but so few of them have involved people gaining the quarterback depth that they really need. I think we have 3 people in the league that just aren't quite able to start a quarterback every week.
So one of them, being Rocco, has been now doing fine, apparently, with a 1 quarterback swing option for 2 weeks in a row. So he doesn't seem to be hurting as much. Keely hurting on the quarterback front, which is why I gave her Sam Darnold, who, ironically, the day after we traded was downgraded to doubtful because he re-injured his shoulder. So that's unfortunate. She's probably had some of the worst luck in the season this year. Oh, God.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it from a just pure starters perspective, right? There are 32 teams in the NFL.
Yeah.
And everybody has the ability to have 3 starting quarterbacks. But that is not how this league has turned out.
Not
there
at
are
all.
People with 5 or 6 and people with 1. And it's really made me appreciate the value of quarterbacks in this league. When in other leagues, some leagues I just stream quarterback every week. I get a different one based on matchup. So definitely interesting.
But I mean, quarterback depth has been probably some of the biggest deciding factors in some of these weekly things. Just the fact that you don't even have the option to have somebody have a good game and put up 20 to 25, 30 points, which means by default you're losing out on anywhere from 15 to 18 to 10 or whatever that could just put you over the edge from having that quarterback in there. We've had a lot of close games that have just been probably could have been decided where also if everybody was healthy and we weren't having to do all this waiver wiring, picking up and trading for the backups of all these starting quarterbacks, on top of the fact that the completely uneven distribution in our league. I mean, I think Mr. Mojo Horizon's got like 4 quarterbacks.
Yeah, I mean, I blame everyone who like nagged Scott and into getting like 6 quarterbacks in the league just to stop me from getting quarterbacks, because I was the last person to pick and Scott was on the turn in front of me and I had the 2 pick. Just saying, I ended up all right with the Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson 1-2 combo I took, and the rest of the league ended up fucked because Scott had all the QBs.
Yeah, no, I was not one of those people encouraging him to get those quarterbacks because I needed them and I never got them.
But it all turns out pretty funny in the end. I don't have much else to talk about, man. What do you got?
I don't have too much. There's tons of people up on the trading block that people may or may not be interested in. I mean, because I think Antonio Brown's up there. I think.
I've made some offers for Brown and Nick.
Tim put Dwayne Haskins up there, which nobody seems to care about him.
I've made a couple, I think, reasonable offers for Antonio Brown that Nick has just either ignored until they expired, or one's still up there and it's an indefinite offer I have up. So we'll see if he takes it.
But yeah, so we've also seemed to have, Tim and Tim's trade from this week has apparently been sitting there for like God knows how long, and he just forgot that it existed. So who knows how many trades are sitting there in limbo because we forget that we can trade sometimes, or you're not looking, you looked at it once and then the notification's gone and all this other stuff. But I have a feeling the deeper we get in the season, the more patchwork our teams are going to start looking. People are going to be saying, like, I can't keep starting one quarterback. I have to give up my good running back, or I have to give up a good receiver or a good tight end and try and get some kind of at least halfway decent line of a full roster. It's better to have some kind of quarterback putting up some points than having nobody there and playing people that are on a bye week or a backup that aren't playing.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how trades progress as we get closer to the trade deadline here.
And also, as people start, I'm looking at next season because I'm not very optimistic. And so as we get deeper in and people start kind of making their cutoffs of, what they're actually trying to do this season, whether it's a trade to keep out of the Nick Cage or it's a trade to try and come back stronger next season or whatever they're going to be doing there. I have a feeling the back half of the season, as crazy with more trades as we've had this season so far compared to last year, I feel like we're going to see even more of that kind of picking up as people try and either sit on people that have been IR and waiting for them to come back next year, or as better people tried, if other people keep getting hurt, like McCaffrey came back for one amazing week and is now potentially out again for God knows how long. As no offense to myself and the other guys in the bottom bracket, as the better teams are getting into the playoffs and want to beat each other, they might be trying to pick stuff up from us that would be good this season, knowing that like they could give us something for next season that would balance out that way. So, if people want to offer me, like some good quarterbacks this season, once you kind of get through it to give you something that you need on an edge, I might be open for business. We'll see how it goes.
Sounds like Ramsey's putting it all on the table.
Or I'm just like doing a double bluff, making you try and give up your good quarterbacks, and then you're going to lose it. And I've got a big, 4-dimensional chess strategy here. You don't know.
Yeah, he takes a 8-week run. And wins.
Hey man, the streak could come back this week. Who am I playing? I'm playing Boomer, so maybe, because Boomer has been, after a very, very strong start, he is on a 4-week loss streak right now.
Yeah, so, I do like how it gives you a streak thing in the standings. I think that's kind of a neat stat.
Yeah.
But that's all I got.
That's all I got,
everybody.
Yeah.
Good luck.